right into it then. First, of course, you want to pick out the fabric that you want to use. I use mostly sheets, which worked out very well for this. Then you want to decide how big you want the skirt to be. Because we're using this for Little Women, we used a lot of yardage. I didn't make it as long as the pattern I was copying it off of, but that's okay, it was still long enough. Here's the band that I'm using, plus the ribbon and binding that I'm going to use later. I first made the front panels using 3 of them, sewing them together, and then added the waistband for the front. Historically, they would not have sewed right side to right side, but you can do that. Here I'm showing that I gathered the 2 sides of the front panels, leaving the very middle non-gathered. Then I'm showing the way that I'm going to end up sewing this skirt onto the band. Showing how I flipped the band over to sew it onto the skirt. By doing this, they would often be able to shorten the skirt up at the waist instead of the hem, which made things a little bit easier. Here I'm cutting out the pockets to go on the green skirt. I did it at an angle, made sure that my hands spread out, could fit into it easily with seam allowance. To make my younger daughter's skirt, we used the blue flat sheet, which she then folded in half and then cut down the middle. We ended up making 4 panels, but really we could have just done it as all one long thing that you sewed together in the middle. Back to the plaid, here I am pleating the back panel. There was a lot of pleating because this was about, I'm gonna say 4 yards long. And here I am attaching the pockets on either side. This is the wrong side facing. So I attached it to the one side, leaving the other side, back side of the pocket open. Now I'm going to sew up the seams all the way up to the pocket, sewing both the back side and the front side together, but keeping the pocket and the top of the pocket where the waistband is open. For the back waistband ties, I'm going to use binding tape, 1/2 inch, and ribbon for the front side. Back to the light blue skirt or dress, I cut off the wide band at the top of the sheet. That was the perfect width for the waistband, showing again where I cut it down the middle. Here my youngest daughter took a picture of me sewing on the couch in the evenings. Here is the blue skirt pleated for the back side. To make things even easier, the bottom of the skirt is the already hemmed up part of the flat sheet. This one I did not add pockets, so I sewed up the side seam up until about 5 inches from the bottom of the waistband, which you can see I attached blue ribbon to both sides of the waistband. Here is my daughter modeling the beautiful blue skirt for us, front and back, showing the different ways that it ties. It just shows the back tie. You tie the back first at the front, and then you bring up your front band and tie it in the back. To show that these skirts can fit almost any waist, I had my daughter try on the super long plaid skirt, which was too long for her, but still mostly fit her around the waist. And then my other daughter tried on the blue skirt, which was a much better length on her. She tried on the plaid dress, which I had made for her anyway. She is not wearing a crinoline. Once we get that, hopefully it will help show off the skirt even more. And that's it for this video. I'm hoping to make a more detailed video just using sheets. See you next time.